Hi, everybody. Mrs. Somick here. It is Wednesday, and we're going to step back here and go back and review on how to summarize with fiction. Now, we're getting ready to wrap up this whole topic about summarizing on Friday with our assessment. So let's go back and review over how we find a summary for a fictional selection. Remember, I gave you some keywords here. I said, think about the 5 keywords of being somebody, wanted, but so then. I have our little anchor chart here to help you remember. Our somebody's our character. What did the character want to do? But what was the problem? So how did they try to solve it? And then how did the story end? All right, so let's read here. I have a selection here about a character named Jasmine. As you're following along, okay, make sure you're following along with me and listening carefully. Jasmine was walking through the city with her uncle when a man asked them for some food or money. Her uncle gave him a snack bar and a bottle of water, and the man was grateful. As they walked away, her uncle explained that the man didn't have enough money to buy the things he needed. Jasmine wanted to help more people who didn't have enough money, but she didn't have much money of her own. She started thinking about how to get a lot of other people to help. She started a food drive at her school and asked all the students to bring some canned food. They collected 1,000 cans of food to help people who needed it. All right, so let's think about breaking this down, okay, with our 5 key words. Who was the character? Well, we know the character was Jasmine, right? Okay. What did Jasmine want to do? She wanted to help more people who didn't have enough money. But what was her problem? Remember what it said? She didn't have much money of her own. So what did she do to solve it? She started a food drive at her school. Then they collected 1,000 cans of food to help people who needed it. Okay, so it's nice to see how these 5 keywords can help us with our summaries. So all we have to do to pull this together for our own summary is just put all those 5 key parts together. Remember what we said in this? Now this is a story here. In this story, Jasmine wanted to help more people who didn't have enough money. She didn't have much money of her own, so she started a food drive at her school. They collected 1,000 cans of food to help people who needed it. We have a nice thorough summary. Now, friends, I would ask that on your test on Friday that you try to come up with your own summary before you jump to looking for the correct answer choices. Okay? I always like to get my answer in my head first before. You could even cover these answer choices up and kind of come up with your own summary and then find the one that matches with what you just said. So let's go through. Let's do some slashing and trashing and narrow down those answer choices. Let's look at A. Jasmine didn't understand why some wanted people didn't have enough money. And so she asked her uncle, does that match with what we have over here? Not really. Jasmine wanted to help people, but she didn't have much money. So she started a food drive at her school. Does that kind of match with what we have here? Maybe. Let's look at the next one. Jasmine wanted to help people who needed money for food, but she couldn't find enough food, so she raised money to buy some. Does that match with what we read? Did she raise money? No, she didn't raise money. Remember, she asked everyone to bring canned foods. She collected canned foods. So we're going to slash and trash through that answer. Last one. Jasmine and her friends at school collected 1,000 cans of food to help people who needed it. Does that match with over here? Well, we really don't have her wanted statement. Why? Okay. Why were they collecting canned foods? So if you go back here, what do you think is the best answer choice? Is it B or is it D? What do you think? Make sure we need to have that someone wanted, but so then let's reveal our answer. Yes, it was in fact B. It had all the key information that you needed to complete your summary. All right, friends, it's your turn. Now, listen carefully. If you turn to page 27, you're going to notice that the left-hand side, okay, is all about Adam, and you've already read about Adam. It was on your main idea test. Adam, what did he want? He wanted to prove himself to his grandmother that he could be responsible enough to have a puppy. You remember that selection? Well, if you want to go back and do it, you can. So you're only going to complete the right-hand side, page 27, which you can see right here. This is the one you're going to go through and read this short paragraph and answer the questions, identifying the key idea details and identifying that summary. Okay, when you get done, make sure you submitted it and then mark as done to let your teacher know you have completed that assignment. I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Until next time.